This is a matter of the state of Michigan versus Sierra Ryan Robbins, 25-00116, appearance, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Abigail Wilson on behalf of the people.
And Attorney Luke Goodrich from the Public Defender's Office here to represent Ms. Robbins, who is standing to my right.
Ms. May, what's the date scheduled for preliminary examination on carrying a concealed weapon? Are we ready to proceed?
The people are ready, Your Honor. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Any preliminary matters before we call witnesses?
Not from the people.
Not from the first, sir.
You can call your first witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. The people call Officer Burkett.
You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give us the truth and the whole truth under the penalty of perjury.
Yes, ma'am.
You can have a seat. You can state your first and last name and spell both.
Elena Burkett, ELANA-BURKETT.
You can proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Officer Burkett, where are you currently employed?
City Lansing Police Department.
And what is your job title?
Police officer.
What are your general duties?
Respond to calls for service, self-initiated activity, and officer advising patrol.
How long have you been a police officer?
With Lansing, it'll be 2 years and 14 days. And overall, I think I've been licensed for about 3 years.
Okay. Now, were you working as a Lansing police officer on December 12th of 2024?
Yes.
And what was your assignment on that date?
Road patrol.
And were you in the area of South Pennsylvania Avenue and Alden Drive?
I got dispatched for a personal injury accident.
And what were you wearing while you were working that date?
Full uniform.
And does that have police on it?
It does.
And were you in a car, on foot, or something else?
I arrived in a fully marked patrol car.
And is that department issued?
Yes.
Now, on that December 12th date, you said you were dispatched for a personal injury accident, is that correct?
Yes.
And by that, do you mean a motor vehicle accident?
Yes.
Now, when you arrived at that location, what was happening?
There was a car in the northbound lanes of Penn, slightly in the road that appeared to have collided with the curb and then a traffic closure.
And that location of South Penn and Alden Drive, is that in the city of Lansing?
Yes.
Ingham County,
Yes.
state of Michigan?
Yes.
Were you able to make contact with anybody involved in that accident?
Yes.
Who?
Sierra Robbins, the driver.
And do you see Sierra Robbins here in the courtroom?
I do.
Can you point her out and describe something she's wearing?
She is in the black knitted sweater.
Your Honor, I request that the record reflect that this witness has identified the defendant.
Any objection?
No objection from the defense, Your Honor.
ID is noted.
Thank you, Your Honor. Now, when you made contact with Ms. Robbins, what was she doing?
She was in the back of the ambulance at that point.
And did you have an opportunity to speak with her?
I did.
What was that conversation?
I can talk to her about her employee notes for a little bit, got her license, and then we did talk about insurance.
And what happened when you started talking about insurance?
To my recollection, I began asking where it was at. She told me the glove box. To my, again, recollection, I said, do you mind? She was interrupted. She said, go ahead. I went into the glove box, and at that point, I found a firearm.
And do you remember what kind of firearm that was?
It was a revolver.
Do you recall if Ms. Robbins had a CPL?
She stated she did, and she did not.
Okay, can you describe that a little bit?
So I asked her, I said, hey, what's up with the firearm in the car? She said, oh, I have my CPL. Tried to confirm that she did not. And then she said, well, I carry under the certificate of completion, which is not by law a CPL.
Okay. And were you able to run a law enforcement check on her?
Yes.
Did it come back as her having a CPL?
She did not, no. I had Ingham County lead run that.
Okay. And did she acknowledge that the gun was in fact hers?
She said that her dad bought it for her under her dad's name.
But she knew that it was in the car, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. I have nothing further at this time.
Good afternoon, Officer Burkett.
Good morning.
Did you do any type of work to prepare for this hearing today as far as reviewing materials?
I tried to, however, this was a last minute subpoena, so
Okay. So,
called in day of.
did you have a chance to review your your police report?
The report, yes, body cam, no.
Okay, so not the body. So did you, and you recognize that this is the report that you wrote back on December the 12th?
Yep.
And when you do a police report, do you essentially kind of go off memory, or do you go by like the notes you take on scene, or how do you do that?
All of the above.
Okay. And do you remember specifically in this case, did you use all of the above?
Yep, I used my memory and the notes on scene. This report was written shortly after the accident was.
And Officer Burkett, when you were arriving on scene, did you turn your body cam video on that day?
I was running code there, and so with the way our cars are set up, it automatically turns our body camera on while we're running.
Okay, so your body cam was clearly running throughout this entire situation?
Yes.
Your Honor, at this time, I would like to show Officer Burkett a portion of her body cam video. I'm currently on Zoom to accomplish that.
Just for clarification, are we admitting this as an exhibit or for impeachment?
For impeachment at this
Okay,
time.
understood. Thank you.
And let me also just state that, so it is your testimony today that essentially Ms. Robbins gave you consent to search her glove box prior to you going into her car?
Yes, in the way I perceived it, yes.
Okay, Officer, does this appear to be the video from, does that appear to be your arm, I guess? In your
Yes.
car? Okay. Let me just play this for you. Let me skip forward a little bit till you get to the scene.
This is her here.
Can you pause for a moment? Just for the record, let us know where you're starting on the
Okay.
minute marker that you're starting.
Okay, so I'm starting at about 1 minute and 40 seconds into this video. Does this appear when you arrive on scene?
Yes.
And is that, looks like the fire department's already there to assist the driver of the vehicle?
Yep.
And you were not called to the scene as part of like a criminal investigation?
No, no
right?
criminal investigation, no.
This is just an accident, somebody hit some ice or something like that, is it your report?
Yeah.
Go around. I don't think this is the one. Was there another vehicle involved in this?
No, she says she hit the ice back here, and obviously you can see she definitely came up through.
Is this her?
This is her here.
Can we grab your plate? Edward Thompson, 98457 Ethan Act, Florida Hope Police.
Sounds like she's.
Officer, is it, after seeing this video, is it clear that you actually had contact with Ms. Robbins prior to her being in the ambulance on this occasion?
Yes.
On the car, Ricky said she spun out, hit that pole.
I came, like, from back there. Why don't you get in our ambulance? I'll come check you out and I'll come to you in a second.
Okay, with you having seen now your first contact with Ms. Robbins, did she attempt to essentially tell you about the scene, about what happened with the car?
Yes, but I prioritized her injuries rather than a statement at that time.
Okay, so you sent her away to the ambulance,
Yes.
and so there's been no consent to search the vehicle at that point, having what you've seen there? And officer, is that you opening the car door, opening the glove box, and starting to pull materials out of the glove box?
Yes.
I'm sorry, what?
I was just seeing if it was a part.
Okay, and then officer, is that you proceeding to essentially kind of search through the center console of the vehicle at that time?
Yes, but not for any criminal reasons.
So you said not, you searched the console, you said?
Yes, I only search the places that are people most commonly hold their insurances.
Okay,
Okay.
Okay, and that would be the moment that you found the firearm in the glove compartment?
Yes.
So after, I guess, seeing this video, is it now your testimony that you did not speak with Ms. Robbins at the ambulance prior to going into that car?
Correct. After seeing this video, it is refreshed, yes.
And it is also your testimony that you had no probable cause of a crime being committed on scene?
Objection, Your Honor, that is a legal conclusion.
Your Honor, I'm asking what her reasoning to search the vehicle.
No, she can make a determination as to whether or not there was probable cause to search.
It is our policy and procedure that whenever there's an accident, we get license, registration, proof of insurance. At this time,
The question is whether or not you have probable cause to search.
And based on the video you've seen now, you did not receive any consent from the driver to search those areas of her vehicle, is that correct? And this video was a fair and accurate representation of what went on?
yes, this is what happened.
Okay. Can
you just replay it, because I think maybe I missed something, unless can you replay it from the portion that you originally played?
The entire, from 140?
Whatever you just refreshed her with, can you replay that?
Yeah. Let me-
Someone in the car hit the ice back.
I don't think this is the one. Was there another vehicle involved in this?
No, she says she hit the ice back here, and obviously you can see she definitely came up through.
Is this her?
This is her here.
Let me grab the plate. Edwards Mountain Clean 98457 Ethan Act Sergeant Hook Creek.
Sounds like she's the one in the car. Witness said she spun out, hit that pole. I came like from back
Why don't you get in our ambulance? Let them check you out and I'll come to you in a second. Yes, please.
Then, officer, at some point after this, you go and speak with Ms. Robbins in the ambulance, make sure she's okay at that point.
Yes.
And then she was released on scene.
Yes.
No further questions, Your Honor.
I didn't read it right.
Thank you, Your Honor. Officer Burkett, do you know what happened with the vehicle after this accident?
I don't recall.
Okay, and are you aware of any requirements that individuals carry insurance when they're operating a vehicle?
Yes, it's locked.
Okay, and you said, I believe on cross, that it's routine for your department to ask for that insurance, is that correct?
Yes.
And was that your purpose in going into the car, was to confirm that there was in fact insurance?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
My purpose was if she's being evaluated for an injury, there's a chance this vehicle is going to be towed.
Well, strike that. There's no question. You know, but I have a question now.
Yeah.
Because maybe I missed something. You testified on your direct that she gave you permission to go in the glove box. She told you that the insurance was there.
Yes, this was prior to being refreshed.
Okay, so the video we shows after that she never told you that she had insurance in the glove box.
Right.
And so you went and opened the door without her permission.
Right.
And went in the glove box.
Right.
And then went in the center console.
Right.
No permission.
Right.
No probable cause to search.
Right.
Okay. Well, why are we still here?
If I could have a moment, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Based on the testimony here today and the evidence, we are at this point not requesting bind over on this charge. Thank you.
Case is dismissed. You're all set. We'll get you a dismissal.
Thank you so much.